Alright, hey guys, I'm Parry, and today I'm back with another quick message Monday. And today I wanted to talk about here's essentially the phrase. The phrase is don't do the same thing expecting different results. Right? That's what I want to talk about today. So, when it comes to music and making music, we all kind of get into habits, right? We get into habits, we do the same things, we make the same similar style instrumentals. Maybe we use some of the drums a lot, or maybe we do similar patterns of melodies. Maybe we have a similar type of write songs about the same things, or maybe we fall into a lot of habits. We end up doing a lot of the same things, but it isn't necessarily a bad thing. But it's good to make sure that you're consistently trying to break out of habits to a certain extent and you're doing different things. Because if you want to get better at things, you got to make changes, obviously, right? I mean, we all know the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, right? So don't do the same things over and over. You need to change in order to be better, right? So you need to change and do things. Um, and for me, this conversation, I'm thinking about how do I get better as a musician, right? Because I want to be the best that I can be. I want to be the best vocalist I can be. I want to be the best beat maker, producer, mix master engineer, whatever that I want to be. And so I always have to change when I'm doing it and try new things, right? So I'm always trying different plugins out. I'm always seeing, oh, does this work better? Does that one work better? I'm always kind of effing around and finding out. For example, for my vocal plugins that I have, or my vocal chain, I'm always trying different vocal plugins, seeing, oh, do I like this compressor more, or do I like that compressor more? I'll change the orders. Oh, do I want this here? Do I want Amplitude here? Do I want it slightly lower? I constantly am changing things in order to try to see what works best and whatnot. When we're talking about change, because we're trying to get different results, we're trying to be better, we're trying to change, and there's a few things in my mind that is important with that, which is, for one, consistency is key, right? Whereas I try to learn something new every day, right? You don't have to do a lot. You don't have to learn a bunch of things all at once, because even if you try to do that, you probably wouldn't remember most of it. But just try to learn at least one new thing every day, right? Try to change your process of what you do, at least, regularly, so that you keep on trying to add new things into your arsenal, right? For me, when I try to get better and improve, there's two things that I try to do. I try to, one, experience, so that's just putting the time in to get better at that thing that I'm doing. And then the other thing is active learning. So actively seek out information, whether it's on the internet, whether you're watching a YouTube video or somewhere else on the internet, trying to learn how to figure something out. Maybe you're reading a book, maybe you're talking to a professional and you're picking their mind or whatever. But actively going out and seeking information is super important too, in my mind. When it comes to making instrumentals, maybe you're using stock sounds. If, like, let's say you're making a beat and you're making stock sounds from your plugin. Some of them may be decent, but you could keep on using those and using those, and you might get a decent sound. But with making instrumentals, but sound selection is super important to make sure you have high quality sounds. So if you aren't having that great sound selection and those high quality sounds, if you just keep on using your okay average sounds that come stock in your DAW, you can only get so far, right? So you gotta make a change, seek out, figure out, hey, what sounds are great, where are they, and then find out how to implement them into your own instrumental. So that's just another example of change in order to try to get new results. But yeah, I think people they fall into habits and patterns a lot. It causes them to kind of improve a lot slower than they probably could. 'Cause change is often kind of slow. I mean, you kind of slowly get better over time, but I don't think change isn't always slow in my mind. I think sometimes change can actually be really fast. It can be like that. Like, there's been times that I've gotten way better, exponentially better, in just as much as like a few hours, because maybe I searched out some information that maybe something wasn't clicking, whether it was like maybe it was something like a like mixing and mastering type of thing, and then I seeked out information trying to understand. Maybe it was like how compressors work, or it was how something works, and then I understood it, and I exponentially got way better at something in just a short period of time. So change isn't even always slow. Sometimes it can be really fast if you're smart about it. So, but anyways, I think that's all of my thoughts that I got right now on this topic. So that's all I got. If you like this, leave a comment, subscribe, all of that. If you got any ideas, leave it in the comment section below. What do you think? What do you guys think? How do you guys improve? What do you guys seek out new information, stuff like that? Leave it down in the comments. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. Peace.